Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a quick haul of some things I picked up at Northgate Market. It's like a Mexican market out here. It's kind of like Vallarta. If you're in California, you might know these different stores, but Northgate is in Escondido. I think there's one in Vista and some other places, but I just want to show you real quick, like I pick up, you know, things like this. There's a new logo for them with this pig on here, but it's like the fresh corn tortillas, and they're not like the ones you might get in Mexico, I mean, where you can just kind of put some salt in it and squish together and it's so yummy. But these came with some lunch that I got, so they gave me more. So as you can see, they're steaming in here because they were nice and warm when I bought them. So I like to go there for lots of different things. Right now I'm kind of into these apples, and they're like chamoy apples. I don't know, it's brown because I cut this open like 2 hours ago. But it has tamarindo, basically chamoy and chile all around it, and you can make this yourself. And maybe possibly if this video is not too long, I'll show you how to make one. This one is made using candy and chile, and I'll show you that. Really easy, but at the same time it's a little bit gritty. Even though they're yummy, they're super spicy. So I have been going to these stores because today I wanted to get more stuff to make more from scratch, those apples. So this stuff I picked up at Northgate, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use this. I have 3 chamoy bottles now because you need chamoy, but you also need tamarindo, which they did not have in pulp or in liquid form, so I'm going to have to work this out. But this company makes forritos pulpa. They sell forritos that you can, basically means a cover that you can put on an apple. But at my local candy shop, which I have stuff from there too, I'll show you that. That's really what the haul is from. They want $4 for 5 of them, so it's like not the best price. Like these things are $3-4 each. These bottles are huge, and this will make you dozens and dozens of apples, you know. So but you still need some more things. So this is chamoy, and it just like a flavoring. This is chile. It's not quite tajin, and I'll show you because this stuff is more like the fake, just like salt, maybe fake lime and chile, where tajin looks like this. And I bought this at my local market, another local market, Mexican market, but these guys, this was $6 for this big tajin. Tajin's usually this size. This is the one I already had in my kitchen. So as you can see, it's a big guy. You can use this also to put in your mix for that apple, or to put it around the outside. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have that. Okay, I'm getting all mixed up. So these things are from Northgate. This is from my little local market because I wanted to find the tamarindo. You really need that. And they didn't have it, but they had this salsa tipo chamoy made with tamarindo. So I'm like, this is kind of close already to what we want. And then you're going to add chile in it anyway. So I'm like, maybe I'll use this one just as a base. But this was not cheap. This was, well, $4.59. Not that it wasn't cheap, but for something like this, when these things are $1.99, like this chamoy is $1.99. But I always read the ingredients because, you know, water and then salt and then citric acid and then chile. Okay. Some of them are like water, salt, sugar. The next thing is, you know, corn syrup, those kind of things. So it's like, I try to get ones that are mostly just actual stuff. Like this one, the first thing is tamarindo pulp, which is what you want. Red peppers, then the corn syrup, then the salt. So a much higher quality item, but it's, you know, more than twice the price. I got some pico de gallo from El Mexicano, the same, I got it from the local place. That this is the one I used on the outside of the apple I showed you. So I'm just trying different things out. So I think pretty much everything else. I also picked up this little cutie, and maybe if I have time, I'll show you guys my table maybe later. I have a lot of Mexican things in my house just to bring my culture back in here, you know. And it's a beautiful house, and we want to just kind of go with that. So I had seen this last time I went to the store, but I didn't get it. It's for your napkins. You put your napkins in. It looks like a little Mexican ollita. So cute. So I grabbed it today. And then they make their own chips, of course, because they make their own awesome tortillas. So I always get their chips with some salsa ready to go. Okay, so right near there's a Mexican store, and I always forget the name of the store, but they sell candy and stuff to make like recuerdos, what they would call recuerdos, which are basically like, what's that called? When someone comes to a party of yours? A party favor, basically. So this is something new that they had there, and actually I'll open it right now. It's from Wieney's, and Wieney's makes like little hard candy, like Taffy, like Now and Laters, I guess. So this is a new thing they had, and these were only $1.99. And I was like, that is cute packaging. It has unicorns, it says. So I wanted to see what this looks like. How cute is this for a goodie bag too? And it says it's algodón de azúcar, so it's cotton candy flavor. Look how cute. That's one thing about Winnie's. They're a little bit tough. This is softer than normal, but that's good. That's some good stuff. It's basically like cotton candy flavor Tootsie Roll. A little more sugary. Oh, that's so good. It tastes just like cotton candy. Anyway, I told myself to stop biting stuff like that. I'm seeing a lot of videos where people like to eat on the video, and I guess people like that, but it's kind of weird. Okay. Boobaloo. I always call boobaloo as boobaloo if you really look at it. Plátano flavor, banana flavor gum. This gum has like juiciness in the middle. That's why I like it. It reminds me of Freshen Up. You guys remember Freshen Up? I love that gum. When you bite it, a little juice kind of bursts in your mouth. Picked up the canels, which are your basic chicles, where there's 2 in each little box. And if you go to Mexico, sometimes kids try to sell them too so that they make money. Just a little box. This is like $1.99 for this whole box, but you know, back in the day, kids sell chicles. I don't know if they still do. These borrachitos I had to get because I love them. I'll show you these real quick. They're basically rum balls, what we would consider rum balls, I guess, if you were to make something like that. And borrachines, what we call borrachitos. Borrachines just means like drunk ones. Full of liquor? I don't know. Let me open this over here because they do have a little sugar and I don't want it to spill everywhere. So this, as you can see, it's like the Mexican flag setup. There are different flavors. And they're so good. They're just like, oh, these are nice and soft too, because sometimes by the time they get over here across the border, they're kind of old. Look at that. Oopsie. Is that why we focus? Here we go. So it's kind of creamy, like milk candy consistency, and it tastes like rum. I think these have different flavors. Some they have some tequila flavor, and some it might say on here. Okay, well, does it say? I always forget what the number, I mean, dulce de leche, but usually it tells you on here. Oh. And the bottom is a different row. So this is a mix. Rompope, which is basically kind of like, oh, it's eggnog, basically. Chocolate, tequila, cappuccino, or canela, it says, and whiskey. So good. And this one's alcajeta flavor, which is basically caramel flavor. I've never tried those. I have all the flavors, so happy with that. I bought tons of this stuff. They're like $1.99, $2.99 at this, you know, local candy shop because you need this to make, if you're gonna make your own apple coverings, you need some of these things. So since it's kind of expensive and it's in the next town over, even though it's only 3 miles from my house, you know, whenever you have to drive from one town, the town changes name. It's like, oh, that's so far. So I have my chamoy that I need. Those lucas, basically. And then these picositos you also need too, which is basically, it's just all salt, dehydrated lemon or lime, and chile. And these are basically the same thing, both of these, but they're just done a little bit differently. These are super cute. My daughter wanted one yesterday, but these are small, so I didn't see these before. Peloneta. And the watermelon flavor, and then it has a little chile sauce in there. Like a lollipop, basically. Dipping thing. And these are the kind my kids normally get. See, this one's a lot bigger, and I figured since they're little kids, especially Miranda, and she usually ends up only eating half of it, might as well go for the little guy. Look how cute. So these guys are larger. Mango flavor, again, with the chile dip in there. These were new. I hadn't seen this before. These are hard candies. It says Vallenito. It's basically filled with chile. Everything is chile. I'm telling you, when I was a kid in Mexico, everything's either chewy, a hard candy, or tamarindo with chile. That's just how it is. So this one's hard candy filled with chile. Japanese peanuts, which we love. These are the best. This brand always costs more, and I guess it's a finer product than the ones I bought last time I was there. Haven't even opened them yet, but I have these Japones Nishiyama by De La Rosa, and these are also good too, but these are individual little packets, and they're just a different brand and a little bit different style. Hopefully you can kind of see how red and flavored these are, and these are more of that covered in that wheat flour with a little soy flavor. Many of the ones kind of have chile on them. So this apple that I made here was a quick one. All I did was literally just microwave this stuff, put a little chamoy on my hands to kind of help me mold it around my apple, and then you just sprinkle it outside with, I use pico de gallo, but maybe next time I'll use tajin. So if I show you guys to do that, it'll be at the end of this video, and it'll be really quick and easy, and then I'll do another one of how to make it with your different chamoy and all that. This stuff I bought some the other day because at my local store, the same local place, I bought the different salsas, and it was $4. I'm like, that's a rip, because usually these are like $2, $1.50, you know, because it's cheap. There's 20 pieces in here, and it's cheap candy. And sure enough, these were $1.99 at my candy shop. I was like, she'll rip me off. Duvalin. This is something I've eaten since I was a little kid. Pretty much all these things, but it's basically Nutella and then like a strawberry flavor. I don't know, creamy kind of stuff. So everyone they comes in different flavors. There might be vanilla and Nutella, vanilla and strawberry, which is nice. This one I've never seen before. There's only 12 for the same price. It was like $1.99 for each one. This one only has 12 pieces. And this one has 4 flavors. So I don't really want to open this. If I open this, basically I'm going to have one of my kids eat it. This one's larger, the other tub is smaller, and this one has pretty much the 4 flavors that they make, but all together instead of just half and half like they normally do. And it's just like a creamy spread. It's Nutella, like Nutella. Well, it's not Nutella, but it's like that consistency. Sorry, that was Manda. Okay, since I didn't find the tamarindo, I found tamarindo rolls, which is also a way that you can make these covers. So I bought this one, and I'm happy to have it. And you only need a couple of these to make your whole, to cover like several different apples. I got my Cisne Dulce de Tamarindo. This one you cannot really use because it has the pulp in it. So like, as you can see right here, that's a bone, like or a seed. If you buy tamarindo, like regular tamarindo, it has a hard shell. You take that off in the middle. It's kind of black and like squishy if it's nice and fresh. And it also has seeds, and the seeds are in here. So when I was a kid, what you do is just bite off the corner of one of these little packages. And as you're eating it, because you're normally outside, right? You're a kid. You rip this off with your teeth, and then you just let it come out, and you're eating it and eating it. And once you get to like a little seed or any of this little crunchy stuff, you just spit it out. So I think I've talked about that before. Sorry, kids walked in and she's like, oh, look at all this candy. I did get bamboo skewers at this store because these were $1.99. Can you believe that? For 200 wood pieces. Basically, you use these for your apples. I don't put a stick in these apples. There's no point. Like, I'm not going to eat it, give it to the kids here and eat it outside or whatever. We just cut it up in here, so there's no reason. But whenever I do want to make either the hard, like, cinnamon apples or, like, with the crunchy outside with the sugary shell, but it's hard. I don't know what that's called. Candy apple, I guess. Not caramel apple, but candy apple. Or these other guys, you can do that, but I have these because these were super inexpensive. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, it's really cheap. And then the last couple things I picked up there were these paletas. This is just, as you see, a marshmallow dipped in chocolate with a face, and the face is always messed up. Like, you're never going to open one of these and be like, oh, how cute, look at that. The face is always like, just crazy. Let me see if I can, actually I'll open one for you guys right now, just to show you. Just to show you, and maybe I'll have to eat my words, but they have other ones like this, the payaso ones that have like gumdrops, I guess, to make the faces and stuff, and those are always kind of screwy looking too. But, oh, I didn't know these were the long ones. To be honest, I was expecting one just like on the cover, but it's not. So, let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. I don't even think this has a face on it. Aw, that's interesting. No face. Totally different than what I was expecting. Okay, well, there it is. And then I got some of these because I love these things. They're obleas. They're just basically wheat flour with probably water, and then they put it on like almost like a crepe pan situation, and it makes this. And it's like paper. It's basically like the holy bread you get. Something like that. And it just melts in your mouth. It's just fun to eat. There's no kind of nutritional value. If anything, it's probably not that good for you. It's just fun. I've always... Ever since we were little in Mexico, I used to always get, that was like the first thing I ever wanted to buy whenever we'd go there. And then I got this little ollita, and the reason I bought it is because this stuff might have lead. But normally this tamarindo is just in there. But what I liked about this brand, or this specific one, is that they put a little lid, and then they put the stuff inside in its own packaging. So it's not touching this little guy. And then this, Miranda can play with in her little kitchen with her little stuff that has... I'm saying it has lead. She's not going to eat it, but you don't say or lick it. But how cute are these? So... very, very adorable. And I think that was it. There's one, oh no, there, hold on. Let me move some of these things to the side. I'm getting full of stuff up here. I walked in and I asked the lady, I'm like, how big are these? I didn't want to open them in front of her. Like, let me rip this open, her packaging. I said, these like a placemat? She's like, oh yeah. So I got these cute sarape looking things, or poncho looking, whatever you want to call it. But they're placemats, and I got them all in the same color family, like the same. We had tons of different ones, and maybe these are probably too bright pink for my husband's taste, but I'm gonna put these on my table, because I think they're gonna look awesome. I have a really dark wood table. And then I saw this on the way out, and I was like, I have to get this for Miranda. It's like a Precious Memories, Virgin Mary. How adorable is this? It has the calories at the bottom, which really remind me of Diego Rivera paintings. I mean, this is just Mexican as all get out. So I was like, I have to have that. But then I noticed, because it is a piggy bank, it was only $6, $6.99, whatever it says. you have to bash her open to get your money out later. I told her, like, you have to break this? You know, I asked her in Spanish. I'm like, tienes que romper. And she's like, oh, yeah. She's like, but you know what? You can just pick at it. Maybe if you just pick at it because of the material it's made out of. It's kind of like ceramic-y. She said, just keep picking with like a tool or something. She's like, maybe even just a spoon or something just to dig until it opens up. So I'm like, oh. So I think we'll just use her as a decoration because this is too cute. Oh my gosh. And I'm sure this glitter will be all over Miranda's room. But look at that. And they had it in different colorways. But of course I picked the bright pink. So I think that's it, you guys. Yeah, I'll show you real quick how to make one of these apples and that'll be good. Oh, I forgot to mention, just in case you don't know, Duvalin also comes with these little paddles or whatever, but they're basically to eat it because my daughter's asking about it right now. So this is really good to have all this food out in front of the kids. They walked in here and they're like, let me get this, let me get that. So anyway, I'm gonna peel this whole thing and then you just eat it like that. Okay, so this is just a real quick way to do it. I'm gonna have, this is a Fuji apple, it's kind of small. I don't know. Washed it. I mean, if you want to take the wax off of it, that's up to you. It sticks anyway. But, okay, sorry about that. My camera was gonna die. So, yeah, so like I said, I paid, you know, $4. Actually, this thing says, yeah. I thought it said 3. I'm like, no, the thing said 4. So I was like, oh, what a rip. But anyway, so you're gonna have Pulparindo. Everything I'm showing you here, you can find at Walmart. Obviously, apples. They sell Pulparindo. Every Walmart I've ever been to, even when I lived in Georgia, had it. And they have chamoy too. And just go to the Mexican aisle or even... Sometimes in the salsas they have this stuff. So I'm using this little cheap one. And this one, I'm only using it to help me stick it down. So this is like not even a teaspoon, okay? I just poured some in here because I'm going to rub my hands on it. And then your apple, like that's all you need. And then a little bit of tajin, obviously. So what I'm going to do with these 2 pieces of the Pulparindo, I'm going to put them in the microwave for 15 seconds. And I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. And you can do 10 seconds, but I like 15 because it just like gets the job done, you know, warms it up. I guess it depends on how old these are too. They shouldn't be old. Like these aren't gonna expire for 2 more years, so they're nice and fresh. But that's good enough. Okay, just to get this going. So before I even mess with this, they're super soft right now. I'm gonna like dip my fingers in some of this chamoy and I'm gonna rub it all over the apple to help stick. You can rub it with water, but then what's the point of putting water? You might as well put chilito, right? Something extra, just a little. And these guys, you can mix them together or you can put them on separately. I kind of liked messing with them and all I'm manipulating them. So if you don't have the chamoy, I'm only using the chamoy for this reason. So if you just have water, then just use water, okay? And yesterday I started with the top of it, but it doesn't matter. So let's just get this going and then all we're doing is smoothing this like Play-Doh. Like I said, it could take 3 of these guys, depending on the size of your apple. It could take 4. And I'm just squeezing. That's it. So the only thing with this Pulparindo is that it's gritty. So if you like Pulparindo and it has grit, then this is not going to bother you. But my son was like, it's a little too gritty. So that's kind of why I'm going to make my own after this, because it wasn't, you know, that fantastic. So, well, it's good. It's just gritty. That's it. The flavor's good. It's spicy. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so you're just kind of softening this. It's not thick, as you can see. And I'm just putting it wherever it'll go. And I could have done all of it at the same time, but this stuff cools off so quickly that I didn't want to do all 4 pieces at the same time because it'll start hardening. And the point to soften it was to do this. If you were going to put a stick in it, I would put a stick in maybe even afterwards because the stick gets all messy. If you ever watched a video on people making these, the stick gets totally destroyed and nasty. I'll still do 2 more. Let me wash my hands real quick. And I was going to say, oh, well, what's the point of this? Like, this costs more, right? Like I said, it costs $2 for 20 of these. So basically, if it's 4 each, because even the apples I made previously take 4. I guess if you manipulate it better than I do, I left it a little bit thick, you can probably just get away with 3. But you know, you're going to make 5 apples for $2. Still better than that thing that they're selling. Okay, another 15 seconds. And while that's doing that, I can still kind of work on this. And it's not really sticking to my hands, so that's good, I guess. Still spread that out. Okay. The kids are just sitting here. They're so cute. They're eating all their little candies they just got So again, I'm just gonna squeeze this together. The reason it has a white powder on it is because it's basically probably powdered sugar, but it's to keep it from sticking. Like this is probably still even too much for this. Oh, sorry guys, this is really loud. Sorry guys. Sorry to everyone listening, everyone in the kitchen, which are my kids over there. Probably 3.5 would have been okay. If you're making several apples, you know, you just keep going. Put the on the next one. They're eating basically their Duvalin there. And this is basically it, you guys. You don't even have to microwave it. If this is soft enough, and let's say you're just out and you really want to get some of this on an apple and you have an apple, you can soften it up with your hands. But it has to be really fresh pulparindo, or else you're going to be in trouble. Oh, I should take my ring off. I forgot. Yesterday I took my ring off because that's a thick piece right there. I can feel that. So as you're kind of manipulating this, of course, if it's on a stick, it's on a stick. You're going to manipulate all around the stick. It's a little bit thicker than I like there. It's a big hunk. Okay. And, you know, just make it look nice. So that's about it. I'm going to take some of this pulparindo, rub it all over this thing. I'm going to wash my hands really quickly. And if you want to use pico de gallo, whatever chile you want to put on the outside of that. I'm going to try tajin today because I hadn't tried it yet. So where's my tajin? And you can put this on a plate or wherever. Since it's kind of quick, I'm just going to sprinkle it on right now. Just turn it as I go. And this might be a better option too with the grittiness of that pulparindo. You want to get this all over it. You can put this in the fridge, and since there's no stick in it, it probably lasts a little bit longer. Normally it lasts like 5 days. So you can probably still get 5 days for sure, maybe a little bit longer. So that's it. And then you're just gonna cut it however you like. I use one of those apple cutters that I actually got at the store today. And it's gonna look just like this. And it is yummy, yummy. So nice, spicy, fun little thing that you can eat. And if you guys are interested in me showing you how to make it, like by mixing your own chiles and everything and sauces, then let me know. And if not, I'll see you guys at the next one. Thanks. Bye now.